Hey, this is Box Cutter back with Game 3, or I mean Game 6. I'm tired right now. This is a fairly long game, so I got a cup of water. So if you hear me drinking water, just disregard that. This is ZvP again on Python. I'm trying to get some more ZVZs and ZVTs, but it seems like, I mean, this is iCoupling. It seems like 90% of the people who play are Protoss for some reason. I don't understand. Here doing the drone trick just to get an extra drone out of it, and going to the back of the minerals here, checking to see if they're mined. They're not mined, so he's not there. I'm gonna send the Overlord. And again, same thing, repetitive here. You just pull the drone out, hide it, just in case he's at the 12 o'clock location. And this game, I think I could have ended it early, just by doing 3-hatch Hydra, but I wanted to do more of like a macro style game, so that's what I went for here. I did some deviations from like the standard way. In this game I'm going to be doing lurker link contain, and I did some deviations from the standard where I didn't get my spire to scourge observers and whatnot. I just kind of let them come out, and as he was coming out I kind of build as I was getting more and more units. I first started out at his choke with a contain there with a couple of lurkers, and then I built a bigger circle of units and more of a contain, and just kept making the contain larger and larger until I got to ultralisks. I played really safe this game just because, I mean, I had the game locked for a very long time, and I scouted him here and he's 2-gating, so now I have to prepare for this. And the main thing here is, if you do put your third hatchery down, you're not going to have enough minerals to get a sunken down immediately. When that hatchery comes out, if you build 6 Zerglings, the minerals work out that you don't have enough. And the drone that I use to scout is the one I'm going to pull back here and hold, just to make, and I'm rallying my hatcheries outside for my 6 Zerglings. As you can see here, my mineral count drops too low, and then as soon as that other hatchery pops up, I'm going to make a couple more Zerglings whenever I have the minerals. And I'm trying to fit this sunken into the best spot possible, which is maybe a bad idea because here he comes with 4 probes. So now I can't get this sunken down there, so I'm going to try to get it down behind the line here, and I actually do get it down there. If this is the case where he has 1 Zealot and this many probes, attack the probes first, get out of the range of the Zealot, and try to kill the probes first. And then, just because the probes do 4 probes do more damage than 1 Zealot does. Basically, 1 Zealot does 16 damage, 4 probes do 1 damage or 5 damage each, so that equals 20. So you want to kill them. You want to kill them first if you can, without getting hit by the Zealots. And here he's trying to take this sunken down, but he's gonna fail. And I have more Zerglings coming just in case he built, and he almost got the sunken down. But I'm gonna have to take that sunken down later on anyway, just because it's in my mining line, and it's gonna slow down mining, just because the drones have to go around that sunken instead of going just straight to the hatchery. So I want to scout what he's doing. I got my Overlord there. I'm going to move it in range and scout, and here I'm stuck on an Overlord, and there it comes finally, and start making units. He did succeed, and I see a forge going up there, so I know he's not trying to push any more Zealots. He's trying to get his expansion going and get his macro up, but it's too late for him to do that pretty much, because my expansion's already up and mining, and by the time he gets his up, I'm gonna have good drone saturation. So here I checked his forge right when it went up, and it didn't start spinning immediately, I'm gonna take this sunken down just because it's getting in the way of my drones. And here I'm gonna play a little bit risky. I mean, if he did bring in like 8 zealots, I'd be in a little bit of trouble. But you gotta take risks if you're gonna be successful. I've said that before. And so here I got my evolution chamber down. I'm already teching to layer. Whenever you start teching to layer, you want to get your second gas right then. Right now I'm just trying to get as much drone saturation as I can, just all drones here, and build another sunken just in case he does decide to make some type of push. This is one of the games where this is like the first game I played really early in the morning, so my hand speed is like really low. My APM is really low and my reaction time is really low for everything, sadly, in this game. Normally I'm slightly faster than this. I think my APM for this game was 140-ish, and my normal APM is like closer to 200 or like 180 or something. So basically get my layer up, getting my Hydralisk then, and I'm going to set up a contain on him. The contain is going to be a little bit later than normal. Normally you want to have lurkers out by like, I think like 7 minutes and 30 seconds is the timing for it. Just about there, somewhere around there. It's either like 6:30 or 7:30, and I know it's a minute off, but I'm not too sure. I do everything by feel, and like he's already set himself behind economy wise by doing that 2 gate, so I'm not in too bad of a shape here right now. And just getting a decent amount of Zerglings out. I'm watching his front door to see if he comes, and I'm going to get Burrow here as well. And Burrow is kind of really underused. In Zergs don't use Burrow that much, but I use it in ZvP a lot, because what I do is, you can see my Zerglings are at pretty much all the expansions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to burrow a Zergling right where his Nexus would be going, so that when he sends his probe and he thinks it's safe to expand or whatever, immediately I'll know that he's trying to expand to that location, number 1. Number 2, he's not going to be able to get his Nexus down. He's going to have to put up a cannon or bring an observer, which most Protoss players put up their cannons first anyway. But and here I'm just gonna burrow all these in the correct spots so he can't get his Nexus down. So now I got scouting on all the expansions except the 11 o'clock expansion, but I'm gonna be taking that one and the sunken bases, and I'll be getting and here he's moving out with a good amount of zealots. He doesn't have speed yet, and that's a consequence of him pushing with that 2 gate. This is actually about a minute late as far as the timing push goes, and here I'm pretty sure I hit hold position with these. See, there it is. I hit hold position with them, and for some reason they didn't hold position. Oh, that's because I misclicked with the Zerglings. I see why. I tried to hold position, lurker him, and try to kill all those zealots, but it didn't work out. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to chase him down with all these, and he's going to have to run because there's no way he can fight that many lurkers. So now that he's heading back to his base, I have him contained, so I'm going to put up my expansion. And had he turned back around to go to my base, I'd send 2 lurkers there, and then the rest of my units, and I try to actually like break into his base with this many Zerglings and lurkers. I'd probably be able to do it. Just with more reinforcements coming later on, I'd probably be able to do it. And here I'm going to take down, and he only has, I think, 2 cannons. I don't know what's behind that, but he's putting up another cannon, so he can't have too many behind that if he's going to be putting up one more. And just continue with lurkerling here, and normally this would be the timing that you would get, and now I'm using my lurkers to target